guess what's finally ready to come in? I'll give you a hint, it's going to go right where that little Sunlu dryer box is, next to the 5M. What have we been waiting for the last 4 months? Yeah, the AD5X is finally ready. It's been shipped. It's on its way here. We should have it hopefully in a couple of days. I'm not entirely sure if it's coming from overseas or if it's coming from a warehouse in the United States, but as soon as I get that thing in, I'm going to be putting that to use. There are a few creators out there who have already received their AD5X, and I'm jealous of you. But it's I've been waiting for this machine for close to 5 or 6 months now, ever since I first started talking with the people over at Flashforge. And I'm really looking forward to what the next couple of months are going to bring, especially with some of their newer machines that are coming out. That's not what this video is about, but the Real Sam Prentice did a video where he showed a couple of their new machines. So I will link his video in the description below if you want to go check that one out. That way you can inform yourself a little bit as to what Flashforge has been working on behind the scenes. Some really exciting stuff. Oh, and something else I've been working on over the last month or so is this little setup I've got going on behind me. As you can see, the 5M Pro is sitting over there. We've got the Neptune 4 Plus over there. Got a little 3D printed light that I printed out that's using one of those Bamboo Lab little light kit lights. And of course, we've got an IKEA Scatus board up there. A couple other little knickknacks that are sitting on that table. And then my light box. A lot of you were interested in how I made that light box, how I took my logo and built it up inside of Fusion. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways. One will be in Fusion and one will be in Shaper 3D. Those are the 2 programs that I'm most familiar with and the 2 programs that I use. I'm sure it's able to be done generally the same way in other programs, but I'm not too familiar with things like FreeCAD or Onshape, Tinkercad. They're just not something I use, so I don't feel I'm the best person to make a video on using those pieces of software. Over the last year or so, I've printed out I don't know how many different keychains, and they're just not selling. For me, anyways. Maybe I'm not marketing them right. Maybe I'm not taking the best pictures of them. Maybe I'm not pricing them right. Whatever it may be, they're taking up space in here, so I wanted to offer you guys the ability to get them. Because I already have them printed out, if you think you can sell them better, maybe you have a craft fair, maybe you do live streams where you sell your products online, like my friend Jin over at Hamel's House of 3D Prints, or maybe you think you can do better at selling them on Etsy, your own website, or even Amazon, as long as you pay shipping to get them to your location. Now, I am going to limit this to the United States and Canada, although Canada Post, as of right now, I think is going on strike, so you're going to have fun with that one, but it's just too much of a hassle. There's customs information and fees that are associated with shipping stuff overseas. It's just not worth my time to ship stuff to other countries at this stage in the game. So if you are in the United States and you're interested in getting some of the keychains that I have, give them away as stocking stuffers, donate them to a school, anything that you see fit with them. Anyway, let me take you over and show you what keychains I have available. I'm getting rid of all of them. So starting over on my right, your left, I don't know, we're starting right here in this front bucket. Koala bears. There's maybe 15 of them in here. Now, all of them, of course, are going to come without the little keyring that's attached. This one is just a product photo. But these are all printed, ready to go, ready to be sold. You don't even have to have a 3D printer to take advantage of this. Got the shark keychains. There's probably 20 of these, maybe a couple more. These ones have probably been one of my better sellers, although as you can see, they're still not selling that much. Got a whole bunch of the English bulldogs. There's a couple of them that are this color, and most of them are in this darker brown. I've also got them in black. The deal with all of these is you take all of them. So if you want the sharks, you got to take all the sharks. If you want the English bulldogs, I guess I'll separate those by color. If you want the English bulldogs, let me know. Brown, black, all of them. Got the huskies here. Again, probably 15 or 20 of them. 7 of the boxer keychains. 8 or 9 of the corgis. A whole stack of the sloth keychains. Probably 30 or so sloth keychains in both this color and in this lighter brown here. The discolored grizzly bear. Got the lab, probably got 10 or 15 of those. Maybe 10 of the Dalmatians, 8 or 9 of the elephants. Got a couple raccoons in there, the Highland cow. You can see there's not very many of those ones. The Bernese mountain dog, probably 10 or 12 of them. Then we've got a whole bunch of the normal colored beagle, the black, brown, and white. maybe 7 or 8 in this white color. Then I've also got a few of the St. Bernards here. If you do want any of these, head on over to Patreon. I'll have a post up there available for all members, whether you're a free or a paid member. And you can leave a comment down there and let me know which ones you want. Again, you're just gonna have to pay shipping on it. So you may be asking yourself, why would I want those keychains if you're not having good luck selling them? I don't know. That's up to you. But I just kind of want to make space for some new stuff that I'm working on, and those are taking up too much space in the background. I've got the We Create Vision 40 watt diode laser that I have in here. It's now taking up space on the other side of the shop. I've got a resin printer, which I'm excited to show you guys in a couple of weeks. And I've also got 2 fiber lasers that are in here now. To be quite honest, I'm running out of room in this 600-ish square foot garage. It's about 26 feet deep and 24 feet wide, maybe the opposite of that. But kind of figuring out what exactly I want to keep, what I don't want to keep. And right now, the keychains aren't something that's really selling. So as much as it pains me to have spent all of that time and money on filament to print them out, it's either let you guys have a shot at it, or they're probably going to end up in the trash. And I'd rather see you guys be successful selling them. I guess I just wasn't putting as much time and effort into them as I should have been. For the price that I was trying to sell them at, it didn't seem worth it to me. And in the last video, or one of the last videos where I was doing stuff with the laser engravers, specifically the B6 from Commarker over here, I asked for you guys, your help. If you wanted something engraved or something with your logo, maybe we convert your logo in one video and then engrave it into another. So far, I've had 2 of you reach out on Patreon. Arno Puncel, I think I'm saying that name right, Arno, and if I'm not, I'm sorry. And Andy Schwartz. Both of them reached out. Andy's been a big supporter on Patreon as well as the YouTube channel. He's always down in the comments. So Andy, I appreciate you. And Arno, you as well. If you want to be a part of getting your logo engraved on some stuff or 3D printed on some stuff, we can do it over on the fiber lasers or even on the diode laser from We Create. I've got another video on that coming up soon. So head on over to Patreon and leave a comment on that post. I will reach out to you via the email that you provided when you signed up for Patreon, and we will go from there. And speaking of the lasers, they're now over here in their own little dedicated area where the CNC used to be. The CNC was taking up too much space. It's a 4x4 foot CNC sitting on a 5x5 foot table, and it never got used. In fact, since I moved some of the printers over into the corner, there's no 220 volt electricity in here anymore, which means I can't even power the CNC. So it was time to get it out of here. Moved it into the other bay that we have over there that I'm turning into a wood shop. And I've already actually started filming some of that stuff. We cleaned up all of the cardboard that was in there, which took about 3.5 hours or so just to get it all broken down and get it out of that space. But CNC's in there, the tools are getting set up a little bit better, and I've got some projects coming up that I'm going to need to use that space for. So if you're interested in seeing some of that stuff, leave me a comment down below, and maybe we'll have some more woodworking or garage shop type videos, something like that in the future. Moving on to the FLSun, that thing hasn't been used in probably a month, and if not longer actually. I just don't see a huge purpose for it. I mean, yes, it's got a wider build plate than a lot of the machines that I have in here, but it's round. So even if I wanted to print something that I could print on the P1P at full scale, I almost can't print it on that just because of the roundness of the bed. Even after replacing the effector and some of the parallel arms in there, it works fine. It just doesn't put out the quality that all of my other machines do. So I've been going back and forth debating what I should do with that, and I'm thinking I'm gonna sell it. Like, it doesn't bring joy. It doesn't bring joy to me. Whenever I end up going to use it, it's like, is this going to work? Is it not going to work? Like, I guess it's good for prototyping. Like, me and my buddy Zero were going back and forth with something on one of the 5Ms one night. He was designing this model for it, and it took about 6 minutes to print on the FLSun. And it printed fine. It's not that the thing doesn't print okay. It's just I can get better quality prints out of any of the other machines in here, and I've got like 9 or 10 of them. So to me, if I don't have anything going on any of the other machines, literally any of the other machines, it just makes more sense to use them, whether it's an A1 Mini. The 5M has just kind of become my go-to machine for anything PETG. The 5M Pro has been loaded up with ABS for the last month or so. That would be the only thing I actually use the FLSun for, is ABS or ASA. And every time I've ever put ASA in it, it's not the best experience. ABS prints fine, but I've got a polycarbonate plate for the 5M Pro, which if you've never used one of those, make sure you get some sort of bed release agent like Magigoo. I've actually found that the polycarbonate plate, even with ABS, tends to stick a little too much, and it can become kind of a hassle getting it off. If you do end up getting the thing off, a lot of times you'll end up with stress marks on the bottom of the piece, and I've come close to actually taking that polycarbonate adhesive sticker material that's on the plate off of it. So putting a little bit of Magigoo on there has actually been helping to act as a release agent for it. All right, I think I've rambled on enough in this video. I just wanted to give everybody a quick update, what's going on in the print farm over the last couple of weeks. So if you're here solely for the 3D print farm stuff, don't worry, it's not going away. We will be having more content surrounding the print farm coming up in the next couple of weeks. But like I said a few months ago, I want to start throwing in some different stuff. And if you guys like to watch it, you'll watch it. If not, you'll move on and wait for another print farm video. If you're interested in those keychains that I mentioned in the beginning or middle, wherever it ends up being put in this video, links are down in the description below to the Patreon page or Patreon post surrounding those keychains. Again, any member, doesn't matter which tier you're a part of, even the free members, just leave me a comment on that post. I will reach out to you with the email that you use to sign up for Patreon, and we'll go from there. All right, folks, take care. I hope you guys are having an awesome week. I do want to start throwing in a little bit more just me talking to the camera, letting you know what's going on. Maybe they'll be fun. Maybe they'll just be boring, me talking to the camera, but I'll try to throw some interesting stuff in there, unlike today's video where it was just mainly me talking to the camera. I will catch you all in the next video, folks. Take care.